Welcome to episode 17 of the Confounded Chronicles. So in this video, we're finally blackening the grips. It's probably not going to be a thing going forward because I don't think I'm going to blacken the grips the same method, but this works good for if any of you have one of these pens out there. Same process applies. We're going to turn this brass to make it look like that brass. So let's get into it. So the things you'll need to make this work out is basically a way to clean it. Just dish soap works good, clean the finger oils out. Really clean it, I use acetone. That gets it super clean. A pen of sorts, one of the pens, or something brass that you want to blacken. Paper towel, sanding sponge, that'll be important in a second. And the stuff I use to blacken it. This is super blue, this is gun blue. This is meant for gun bluing of steel, but also works great on brass. I might do copper. I've never played with it with copper, but works great on brass. You can also get it for aluminum. I haven't tried with aluminum. I imagine it would probably work okay, but yeah, we'll do it with brass and we'll go through the process. Oh, and I guess safety glasses. Stuff's kind of so protect the peepers. So this one's already blackened. I'm not going to mess with it, but if you have this pen and you want to blacken this clip, basically all the process you're going to have to do is whatever we're going to do to this, you just do to this. And you can take this one apart, thankfully, and just blacken that part. So we won't mess with that today. Thankfully, this pen is all stainless steel. There's only a few of these out in the wild, so very few people are ever going to need to do this process. But if you want to, this is the process. It's all stainless steel, so that's not going to actually be harmed by the super blue solution here. At least I don't think. I haven't tried this yet. So I'm going to do my prototype pen because I've never done it before, and I do everything to this pen. My refill is shot, so I'll take my refill out. I say this is kind of a dated procedure because by the time I ship these out with black grips, I'm going to do them with a product called Cerakote, which is a ceramic coating, and this won't be important anymore, but it works for everything, all the legacy things. So I'm going to take everything off. If you wanted to now, you could take these two brass grips off. I set these in with Loctite before I ship them out, so they're not going to come off easily. You could always heat them up and then take them off. But like I said, it's all stainless. It shouldn't be bothered by it, so I'm not even going to worry about that. Next step is to basically clean the surface and make it a nice uniform surface. Black, just like black anything, like a piano, it shows fingerprints, it shows scratches, so you want to start with something that looks good. So what I'm going to do is, you could probably chuck this up in a drill, but I'm just going to do this by hand and just basically take some of this fine, I think this is like, I don't know, 500 grit or something like that, 220, I don't know, something along there. So that's not bad. It's just cleaning all the oxidation off the surface. And since this is stainless, I'm not even worrying about these because it's not going to bug it. And you want to grain it in a nice pattern. Cool. So next step is to give it a really good washing to get all your finger oils off. And then from there, I'm going to handle it with gloves so I don't get any oil on it because oil is going to impede the process of blackening. So I'll clean it and I'll be right back. So I changed the procedure here slightly, basically to make it more easy for people to follow along and to make it look better for camera. Turns out the procedure that I was using in the past that worked flawlessly was perfect. The way I changed it here, it produces a very non-desirable result, and it ended up also blackening the stainless steel, which you'll see very quickly here. I'm not using gloves because I'm holding by the stainless, which I didn't expect to blacken, but it did. So we're going to go through this, we're going to clean the pen back to start, and then we're going to show the proper procedure coming up shortly. And dismal failure. So something went wrong. I don't know. It's the first time I've ever had this happen, and of course it's on video, so let's go about and fix it and figure out what we did wrong. Okay, back to square one. So let's clean these, or let's grain these, but let's put gloves on. So, back to square one. Now we have brass grips again, another brass grip, and a relatively clean body. I'll have to clean the threads up a little bit better, but like I said, it's my pen. I don't care right now. I will see if this works better. Okay, so the only thing I changed with this procedure now is I haven't dried these off. I tried to simplify the procedure to make it easier for other people to do, but this is the exact way that I used to do these clips. So we'll carry on. These haven't been dried yet. They're just air drying. What I will do and now I'm going to go hit these with water to stop the etch. Alrighty, there. That is a much better result. Process matters. Alright, now it's the next day. I find that if you give it some while to air dry, the coating is a lot stronger, so I typically just leave it overnight or whatnot. Next process up is if we did everything right, there's an extra bit of kind of extra stuff that didn't bond to this, so I just clean this off with some paper towel. Cool, and if you've done everything right, you should get a pretty nice little result. Some little bit of issues up there for cleaning, and then just a couple there where we probably didn't clean it well enough, we got some finger oil on it or something, or some other anomaly with the metal. So that is how we blacken the brass. Let's put it back together. So these are the refills that the Mark III comes with, which look like this if you buy them in the store. I'm going to try this one today, which is just a ballpoint pen, a finer refill. See if that works any better or writes any different. I quite like these. They write just like the Pilots, but try something different. That's that. So this is all a good process, and it actually works better with these clips because these are bead blasted, so they have a kind of a matte finish to them already, and I find the coating bonds a lot better to them, as well as the obviously little thumb stud. And I like the look of the way that these wear through. I don't like the look that when it wears through on this pen because of this stainless and the brass when it wears through. I don't know, it doesn't look right to me. So what I'm going to be doing for all these pens going forward is a process called Cerakote. If I'm smart, I'll put some pictures in here. And it's basically just a ceramic coating that you spray onto metal and then you bake it on. It's used in some knives. Some other people are doing it on pens as well. It's a cool process, and it's something I really didn't know much about, so I looked into it, and it looks like something fun to mess with. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably be doing these in black Cerakote just for the fun of it. And Cerakote actually makes a clear one as well, so I want to try doing a patina, like a basically rust the brass, and you get kind of really cool blues and purples. I'll put another picture here of a Mark II I've done in the past that had a really cool patina on it. And then I want to clear coat that with Cerakote, or yeah, clear coat it with Cerakote to maintain that patina because it'll wear off over time. My pen that I carry, my other Mark II, was done with that same process, and over 3, 4, or 6 months, it wears off from your hands, just like this will wear off over time. So Cerakote will not, and that's probably what I'm going to try going forward. So that's it. That's the process of turning brass black. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next week. Take care. Bye.